Hey guys, how are you today? I hope you're having a good day. so, I'm here to preview the French Open, no, sorry, the US Open semifinals, and give you some French Open Nadal news. Sorry about that. First of all, the news on Rafael Nadal is this as follows. Nadal is playing the Rome Masters, confirmed to play, and also he will be playing the French Open. So he's confirmed he'll be back for that. Also, the French Open will be having fans. They'll be splitting into the three main courts as though they're three different venues, and the fans will enter at the three places based on their tickets, right? So the maximum for a gathering is 5,000 in France. So what they've had to do is make it three different gatherings, split them all off, have fences separating the court, and when you enter your court, you can't even move around on the courts. And then they allow 5,000 on the three main courts for 15,000 maximum. Court Philippe Chatrier, the centre court, will have 15,000 seats. So it'll be two seats empty out of every three. And if you walk around, you must wear a mask. They won't be selling food because they don't want you lining up. At your seat, you don't have to wear a mask. So that's the situation with the French Open. The two tournaments after the French Open, the Rome, the Rome and the Hamburg, they won't have fans. I mean, Rome's 100%, but Hamburg are holding out hope, but it's looking like they won't have fans. And the French Open, the stadium will be a third full and two-thirds empty. And Nadal is back. He's going to play the Rome Masters and the French Open. I suspect because he's short on matches, he may play in Hamburg if he goes out early. But if he makes the final or semi-final, he probably will want the week off before. So that's that situation. I also want to preview the US Open semi-finals of 2020. I predicted that in the before the tournament, my US Open preview that would see Medvedev and Thiem in the semi-finals. That has happened. The other one I thought it would be Tsitsipas and Djokovic. Well, there was that incident where Djokovic actually hit the lineswoman in the neck and injured her, and he was sent out of the tournament. And then Tsitsipas was up 5-1 in the fourth set, winning in fourth set. He choked. He lost that 7-5, lost the fifth set tiebreaker. So those were two upsets. So my other prediction, so we have Pablo Carreño Busta against Zverev in one semi-final and Thiem versus Medvedev in the other. So let's go through the semi-finals. Let's say Pablo Carreño, Busta, and Zverev. Let's get to that first. So the favorite in this match should be Zverev. He's got a bigger serve, more power. He should be able to be. He's got more consistency than Shapovalov. Um, Pablo Carreño Busta had a five-set match, so he should be tired. He should be able to, with his better serve, have easier points. So he should be able to control the points, have easy service games because of his big serve, make Coreno or Buster get in long rallies on his own serve, and he should just be uh, pretty easy for him. But the problem is he likes to get in long rallies, and with a smaller guy, a Spanish guy who likes those long rallies, and you're a tall guy and you're trying to win the long rallies and beat him at his own game. No, you're a big guy. Your thing is power, so you should just use your power, overpower him. First shot after the serve, return a serve, take control, and overpower him. But instead, he's too passive, and he gets in these long rallies like he's a small guy who, like a David Ferrer type game, and then he's just trying to be patient and win these long rallies against guys that's their specialty. They're faster than him for a start. They've got more consistency on the shot, and you're not going to be patient and passive and win a long rally against a Spanish clay quarter who won't make any errors, will be faster than you getting in the ball. When they attack, they'll get around you better than you can get around them. So it's just the wrong game. But for that reason, Zverev could lose. Because in long rallies, I favour Pablo Carreno Robusta as the better player. I'm not even sure I'm saying his name right, but anyway. So there's a big chance, and then the double faults and trying to just be passive and getting in long rallies, and then also Pablo Carreno Robusta has been more attacking in his rallies. So if he's moving Zverev around, and then he's exposing long rallies, Zverev is a bit too slow, and he could really win this. He's almost got a 50% chance. But I'm just going to go for Zverev because I think that, like, with his serve and size and ability to overpower him, I think he's got that in his game and he'll do it. But if he doesn't, if he's too passive, he'll lose because he won't. If this is a battle over who's better in long rallies, the speed, the patience, the shot tolerance, all of that, Pablo Carreno Robusta wins. But I'm saying that Zverev is going to do his game, attack the second serve, serve big, always trying to push Pablo Carreno Robusta back, move him around, control the rallies. But he has the ability to be patient, not just go for the line. Be rallies, you're in control from the serve, from attacking the second serve, and always be moving him around and always be in control. But if you're too patient and there are these long 50-50 rallies all the time, then he loses. But it's going to be close, but I say he just wins. But the key is to him being aggressive. If he's not, it'll be long 50-50 rallies, and Pablo Carreno Busta is better than that. But I say he's going to attack, he's going to control the rallies, he's going to get the win, but it'll be close. It's almost 50-50. The other semi-final, the same thing. It's almost 50-50. This whole tournament after Djokovic went out has been about Medvedev and Thiem, two guys that can win it. They've both been building up their game, getting better and better. Thiem played well against De Minaur, but he had some periods in the match where he just like went down a bit, made some errors, and just checked out a bit, like the first set and midway through the third set. Now he's so far ahead from the rest of the match against De Minaur, he can do that and it won't hurt him. But against Medvedev, just 2 10-minute periods where he's not on his game and hitting some errors, that'll put him down a break each time, which will cost him the set. And now he's lost two sets and he needs to win the rest of the match when he's basically gave away two sets. And the level that these guys will be so close, the level Medvedev's playing, you give away two sets, it's going to be very difficult. So I'm going to say Medvedev is going to win this one. He's more consistent. He's playing well right now. And then he had a similar type of player, Rublev's a rally like him, but with more power, like Thiem is. So he had to change his game or he'd just be bossed around by Rublev's power as he would by Thiem. And he had to find a solution now because he's already played a match like that and won it. He'll be ready for this. He stepped up his game, was more aggressive, and actually took control and made over Rublev. And that was like a real key. And then he showed in the last set, he looked like he had some kind of fatigue or a cramp, and he realized he can't do the long rallies, which is his game. But he shows even when he's in a position he can't rally. So let's just say he's losing the rallies because Thiem overpowers him. He can just revert to a power guy like a Songa or a Burdage or a Del Potro type, where you just use big serves, go for the line on the first shot, and overpower any kind of rallier, including Thiem. So plan A will be he'll rally with Thiem, but Thiem's a more powerful rallier. So he'll try to also rally more aggressive to take control of the baseline. But if he's not able to do it, Thiem's playing too well and he's clearly not winning the rallies, he's being overpowered, then he can just go for what he did in the third set and just say, I won't even be a rallier. I'll be a Songa type guy, a Chilich type guy. Just go big serve and go for it. He's tall, he's 6'6", and refused to rally with Thiem and just play that big guy, power guy. So if he's forced to, by losing the rallies with Thiem, he has that to go as a plan B. But he won't want to do that because that's risky and there's a risk of errors. He'll want to play his game, rallying game, and take away Thiem's time because when Thiem has time to wind up on the forehand and even the backhand, so he's going to want to be serve the next shot after the serve, be pushing Thiem around, attacking Thiem's second serve, control the baseline, take his time away. And like I said, if somehow he's overpowered, then he goes for that big man power risky game. And he still can win, but he reduces the chances. But you try to avoid that. The only way that I see that Thiem can win is if we saw a match against Nadal at the Australian Open quarterfinals where Thiem just played like lights out, power on the forehand, backhand, serve, overpowered Nadal in the rallies. If he could play that kind of high level, then he'll win today. But anything short of that, Medvedev is just playing too well, so Medvedev will take it. The other thing is, if they're both playing at a very high level and it turns out to be a long 4 or 5 hour match and it comes down to fitness, then Thiem could also get him on the fitness. But I can't really predict the match is going to go, how long, and how Medvedev's fitness will go. But I can say Thiem is better. So if it comes down to outlasting, it'll be Thiem. But I don't know if Medvedev may be fine for 5 hours, so we'll have to see. Could just be it was more hotter and more humid that day. Um, but yeah, it's an interesting match. But if it's not going to be Medvedev's fitness letting him down, then I think he should win. With the exception is if Thiem played one like really his best, like one of his best matches of his career, like he did at the Australian Open semi-finals against Nadal. Then, if there's no Medvedev fitness, Thiem will have to play at that level. And considering he's just done it a few times in his career, and that's the only way he has to win, I would say it's more likely than not that he doesn't do that. Also, in a lot of big matches we've seen where Thiem goes for it and he overhits under pressure. Some of the biggest matches of his career, like Thiem did that in the French Open 2018 final against Nadal, overhit a lot, errors. He was one set all in the French Open final 2019. Both players at a high level, one set all, everything to play for. Thiem overhits, loses the third and fourth set, 6-1, 6-1. Again, a chance to get a Grand Slam. The 2020 Australian Open final, up 2-1 against Djokovic. Djokovic is tired, exhausted, having all his drinks and things. Can't even really generate much power in his game. Thiem's controlling the rallies, but again, he overhits. That defense that Nadal does at the French Open and Djokovic does on hard court, Medvedev can do that. So if he overhits, there'll be a problem. He also did it the World Tour Finals last year against Tsitsipas. Overhit, chance to win a big title. The pressure, he overhit. So there's a high chance that he'll do that, and if he does that, he'll have no chance. And like I said, Medvedev's been more consistent. Thiem has had periods where he's went off. Just a 10-minute period, he could lose a couple of games, be broken, and then that's a set each time. So just 2 10-minute periods will cost him 2 sets. The level Medvedev's playing, it's too hard to recover, but it's very close, almost 50-50. Thiem's two paths for victory, I would say, would be one, play like he did against Nadal in the quarterfinals of the Australian Open this year, or two, if they're both just playing at a high level and goes 4 or 5 hours, and Medvedev had problems with his fitness in his match against Rublev, so then you could win that way. But I say it's very close, but I'm going with Medvedev and I'm going with Zverev. So that's that. You know, I really said Medvedev would win at the start. I'm going to stick with him. And then, like I said, we've got Nadal back next week in Rome. Everyone's going to be there except for Kyrgios and Federer. So we had about 5 or 6 players out. So the field will actually be stronger of players in Rome than the US Open this week. Gal Monfils, Fabio Fognini, Stan Wawrinka, Nadal. All those players didn't go to the US Open, but will be in Rome and will be at the French Open. So I think the French Open's going to shape to a bigger Grand Slam this year, and then also Djokovic going out. It was a lot of bad luck. He was angry, but most of the time you miss it. But this has a big effect on the Grand Slam race, him being out, because now in 2016 he was 2 slams behind Nadal. He's still 2 slams. The only difference is he's 4 years older, so it's going to be much harder for him to catch. And then the more that the time goes by and they both win at the same rate, and he's not gaining on Nadal, then the older he gets, the harder it is to win. So basically, he's just wasting time. Last year they got 2 slams each. This year it could be one. He got his best slam, the Australian Open, but um, Nadal should get the French, and then Nadal will be at 20 Grand Slams. Then he'll be actually push it out to a free lead. And then as far as his race with Federer, it's always been Nadal's younger. Federer is older, but Federer has an ability to win less Grand Slams since he's older, but doesn't have to because he's got a lead. But the lead could end at the French Open this year. So then it'll just be 2 players on 20 Grand Slams. One player is 5 years younger. So you got to think the worst case is for Nadal that they're tied, but probably he's going to get more. And then with Djokovic, now Djokovic's age moving to the mid 30s, and he's just not catching up because they're just winning at the same rate. For him to get to Federer's record is a possibility because Federer is unlikely to add to his total, may add one, but to give a free lead to someone your age who's winning at the same rate you is, and in the future is likely to get the French Open most years. So every year he's getting one. So to catch, you need to get 2 a year. So getting into the mid 30s, that's going to be hard. And then for Nadal tied at 20 with a guy 5 years younger, and you've got more capacity to win than him. And even if you win the same, you're tied. So if Nadal wins his French Open, he's the likely one to end with the most slams. But Djokovic could have got one behind him, and then even if Nadal won the French, it'd be two. And then maybe you get the Australian Open and go back to one behind. But now to go three behind, maybe by not winning here, and then Nadal getting the French, then also there's a big chance Nadal wins this French Open this year, then next year, then he's at 21 before Federer gets to go to even Wimbledon, and Federer's at 20. So, but for Djokovic, this is a big harm for him winning the most Grand Slams. He had a shot as likely as Nadal at the French because it was hard court. None of his rivals, Federer and Nadal, was there, but he did that thing, got a bit of bad luck, and then it's going to impact the Grand Slam race. So that's what I think about the semi-finals. Medvedev and Zverev, I'm picking. And we know Nadal's in the French Open in Rome, and I went through Djokovic going out and that impact that it will have on the Grand Slam race. So I'll be back in the finals on Friday. So Friday, Saturday, I'll make a video and I'll review the semi-finals and make a prediction and go over the final of the US Open once that's there. Have a great day, night, wherever you are. Don't forget to subscribe, give me the thumbs up, the bell notification, and all of that. And your subscription will be appreciated. And I'll be back with you for my preview of the US Open Final 2020. But that's it for my semi-final preview. Bye for now. Have a great day. Subscribe, thumbs up, bell notification. Bye.